So spoken word is a way that I have found to kind of put my poetry into performance. I realized that when I read my poetry out loud, it made more sense. It communicates the emotion better, it communicates exactly what you're feeling, not just what you're saying. It really opened up a whole new artistry for me when I realized that that's something that I could do. My name is Miranda. I am a spoken word artist and a teacher. The way I like to write is from a Christian perspective without always kind of using Christian language. So I like to be able to talk about calling and purpose in a way that would also keep non-Christians open to that message. I started in churches. I had a home church that I really loved, that helped me really have a platform to be able to speak. I got to speak to the youth group, and I got to speak in front of the congregation, and that was great. But moving to Philadelphia, realizing that not everyone wants to hear church language all the time. And if I stayed in my little box of my white Christian community, I was not really being an evangelist. I wasn't spreading anything. I was reiterating things that people already knew, but I wasn't teaching anyone anything they hadn't heard before. And so being able to perform in urban settings with my students or at an open mic and being able to talk about the love of God without having to shove something down their throats is art. It is a way to speak about the love of God and what has moved through me by His grace and His grace alone that I can only do through spoken word poetry. I think a lot of times as a Christian, I feel like I have to be happy all the time, and happy is an emotion. I don't have to be happy, but I have to have joy, and those are different things. And I think that being angry and frustrated and sad, deeply sad about different things is hard as a Christian, because you feel like, why are all these bad things happening in this world? And so I write through those. And being able to stand in front of people and kind of express and say exactly what you're feeling, it all of a sudden makes people more honest with God. And when you perform it then, God speaks to other people about how they're feeling. It is challenging to be so honest and vulnerable on a stage when frequently the church likes to hide mistakes and sins, and spoken word can really, really make you vulnerable. There are things and feelings that I have written through from experiences that I wouldn't be proud to explain where those feelings came from. This is my heart, and I am open, and I think we shouldn't be afraid or shy away from challenging topics. We need to think about and be open to the arts and creativity in challenging us and making us better, because it's not always beautiful. Art isn't always the most beautiful thing. It's challenging and it's tough and it's painful, but I think that that's when you learn the most. You get to a point where you are broken. I have listened to pieces or written pieces in tears because I am so broken with what I'm presented with in the world, but that's where change starts.